those magnificent men in their flying machine. They go up to the up, up, they go down to the up, down.
So, as you can see, it's just a plan there, and they don't give you any pre-cut shapes on this kit, so you get, which is not a bad thing, because then you get used to building them. So you basically line up the piece, which happens to be a piece of 12 by 6 mil hard ply, or hard balsa. So take it down to the bottom here. Doesn't really matter how long you leave it, because you can trade it off when you're building the actual attaching it. But it does say that there, so you mark it. I'll try and keep much of it as a Canon camera. It's hard when you can't bloody see. See, the light's terrible. You mark it there. Then we go off and cut it. Okay. And there you have it. Right. Line it up. That's about as best as you're going to get it there. So you make sure you pin that in. It's probably best to have everything ready at hand, like a set square marker pen, permanent marker pen or whatever, and then you've got things you need. Right, so then you follow suit with it. Try and use the guideline at the inside of the fin, because obviously the rest of it's shaped. So if you can, the other way to do it as well, if you get an off piece, like another piece, say for instance, we'll do it that way. Because obviously the camera stand is now in the bloody way. Typical, but never mind. Right, so you got your piece, so you can try and line it up. And that's about there, you get a nice line. Don't be afraid. Right, and then we mark it up there. Okay. And you get a ruler. You've got your points there, so. Okay, check it again. I think I get about 10 minutes, so if it cuts off it's because I won't be able to read. Like when I did the side fuses, I did it too long, the video. Typical. But there you have it. Just quickly sand it. Don't be afraid. It's not gonna do. Right, so you got that. Let's check it's there. Yep, so you're happy with that. Okay. Then obviously, I'll come to explain how to get the shapes later. Cut a bit of excess off there. Don't know, just make it straight. That'll do. I'll quickly chop that because you can use that as another piece. And we'll pin this in line as you do. Right in. Now I'm not gluing it at the moment because I'm going to make sure everything fits first. And then the old saying, measure once, cut twice. You can glue it if you're confident enough, but just for now, it's not going to hurt, is it, to take the pin out again. Right, so we've got that again. We'll put that in there. Best to keep the offcuts, because like I said, with these kits they give you just enough, and they really do just give you enough. Okay, so we'll take a measurement from that again. But again, using the inside line there, because that's what you need to go by. And you take a tracer there. It's the end of there. Ruler. Okay, cut it, it says. And it. That should be okay now. Throw that in there. See, that's perfect. So now you have that in place. Right. Right, now you're off cut in a bit there. Like again, take from the inside as you would. Okay, that's about right. Right, well, mark it. Mark your point. And there. And there. And there. Da-da-da. Right, there are your 2 points. Again. Yeah, perfect. Right, got it. Let's check it around. That should be there. There you go. So you got that in place now, which is there. It's not too hot, let's use it. That'll be alright. Okay. You know, got that in place. Well, see. So you're happy with that, like that is. That's your rough outline. Okay. So now what you want, when you're putting that in, you can put it in anything there really. It's not, you want to get the right angle, which is obviously not. So you can make that by just eye work with that. It's not hard to do it by eye. There you go. You just quickly mark it there. And there's your angle for that. Right, so now with this, preferably right, one at a time. Right. Sticky stuff, right? Okay. Put this side over it. Okay, they're in there, like I said. That's that what I did. Put the pin back in, hold it straight in the middle, right? Okay, right, take the one out. do 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 do. This bit here. Use your pin as a guide. It's easier to manipulate the bit of wood in there. It's not right. Okay. Okay. Now. It depends how you want to beef it up. Personally, I would beef it up a bit more. So we'll cut that piece quickly. I know people are concerned about the weight and that, but better to have it. Let's check around it. Best way to put it really is not that way. Come on. That's about the best you're going to get. Right, we'll do that. Okay, Right, that's that piece. So that's your outer skirt bit, which will come in next. I don't know if we're going to have enough time on this. Time's elapsed on it, 10 minutes, so I don't think we'll get much more. So I'll stop the video there because I don't, and then well, not really. Let's have a look, see if we can get it in. Right, we'll quickly do this. I mean, it's kind of feeble really, but I'll do it anyway. I should get enough time to do this. So this is how they do it. So you can just do it like that really, to be honest. It's not hard, is it? It's just about enough cut there. Okay, use a saw for that. Don't be afraid. Let's drop that. See, it's perfect there. Right, let's sign up. That's that, and then you just repeat the process with that one. You can find the piece in time, which I have. Perfecto mundo. Okay, so it's just an angle on that. Yeah, a bit too much. I don't think this is how Mr. Barricade would do it, but yeah, probably laughing now. Oh, I'm nothing to do with me. Right, if we just get a rough cut first of all. Just get a nice little mark on it. As I want to do it, but there you go. Right, it's on line with that. Okay. Okay, that'll do it, lovely. Let's chop it, saw it. Check it again. Spot on, right. Might have to pin it in. Yeah, not really keen on the idea, but there you go. That's how it is on the plan. I might beef it up a bit, like put a section in here, because obviously we wouldn't have a section in there. You know, it makes sense. But anyway, that's it for now. That's the main general basic part of it, and I'll show how. And the rudder will be done the same way, literally the same way as that. So I might video that, see how it goes. Okay then, right, so that'll do for now. Okay, right, I'm talking about, this is what I meant by beefing it up. I know the light's terrible, but that's all I've got. I put these extra pieces in here, there and there, and also in the corners, just to give it a bit more strength. So that'll be that's the fin ready to be shaped, which will come in later. So now we'll concentrate on the actual rudder itself, which is more or less made the same way. It's just basically, like I said before, always shaky camera, always look at the inside of the lines as your guide. Right, so just quickly do this up again. I mean, if you've got the gist of it, you can always just fast forward this or just scrap the video, you know. Sometimes these words are quite difficult, so right, you got it there, just hold it in place and roughly cut it again, just save as much wood as you can. So you got that there. You don't matter about that, but you've got enough to play with when you put your stencil over the top, which you've got to make. So we got that one, so we'll quickly just chop that off. So do that. So you got to make sure you got it on the right line. It's just there. Okay. Right. That in there. A sticky pin, it's nice and straight. The same way. I'll stick it. Right. Okay. Again. Right. So find this piece here. Things get in the way, it don't really matter. See, again, using off something to lean on. You'll be surprised. I mean, that's in the way, so it doesn't matter. It's only an offcut. Hi. So then, you got that there. And my jelly's back now. So just make sure you got it in line with that inner line, and then you.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, yeah. And then you do your line there. So you've marked it. Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm on the video. I'm getting distracted. Overcut it. The thing is, when you're cutting it, if you're not sure getting a nice cut straight, like you can always leave it off a bit and then sand it down on the machine or by hand with the way you choose. Okay, so you've got that, and just check that it's in the right area, which it is, sort of. See, so it's not quite there, so sand it. Okay, just want to get it as good as you can. That's it. Now we'll just roughly mark it off. Give yourself a bit of play. And then we chop that again. Now for the necessity of it all, I'm going to just glue it straight off. Like the last video shows you how I put it all in first, which is probably the best thing to do in case you need to alter something or other. But now I'm just going to glue it. This is the other way to do it. You've got it in situ, pin it in. This is real hard balsa. This it's hard to like. It's probably best to have the old balsa, because if I remember correctly, the hard balsa is basically stops it from warping. It helps stop it warping, you know, when you get to the crux of it. So there you go. Use it as a guide. So you got that. That's more or less alright as it is. So you can just be able to cut glue anywhere. So I'll pin that in. Oh, bloody cold. So we'll quickly pin that in now. In place. There you go. That's that in place. Okay, so now we got that. There's little off cuts. So we can have a look at that. So you see you got it there. There you go. We'll put the market. Just look at the line there. And there. That should give you your true lines. And then we got that. Let's mark it. My name is Michael King. There you go. My name is Michael King. I've got madness stuck in my head. I've been just listening on the thing, on the radio. So, right, so we'll cut that now to the angle. Sand it. Right, let's put that in. That should match to it. It's not quite there, so no, it's hard to see around to get there. So we're going to do that. Let's do it. There you have it. That'd be bad. Best you're going to get right. So glue that bit in. Okay. And then it's always probably best to use a pin so you can guide it in. Right. See, it's the pin that makes it easier. And then you've got it in place. Just pin in. Okay, I've got the camera time. Oh, 6 months, alright. Always keep hold of your offcuts. Again, you see there, it's a weak point to me, that, because obviously it's not being held. I mean, these are alright, but it ain't really what you want. So get another piece. Dun da da. Right, let me just have a look at that angle. It's not quite there, is it? Right. A lot of it you can do by eye. I mean, I tend to do it by eye. I'm trying to do it properly, if you know what I mean, to give you an idea of how it should be done, and so which is it's okay, right? Okay, so again, it's one of them. You choose which way you go. I'll go this way. There you go. You're gonna get your line anyway, so that's it there. Alright. So draw it. I'll just do it this way. Just check it's fine. It's fine. Alright, cut it. Sand it. Best 6-inch slice bread that. Alright. There you have that, you see? That's lovely. So let's quickly give out a rough cut there. That's not in the face, I'll just check it again. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm quite excited because I'm going to get my Waco plane back. Woohoo! Oh yeah, I gave up hope with that, to be honest, ever getting that back, because I couldn't remember who I sold it to for a start. So that was a bit of luck. Anyway, that's that rubbish talking chat. Right, and then this last piece again. Use the inner line, this line. Give yourself a bit of play with it. So you will need it. Right. Okay, there, and there, and there, and there. If you're not confident, you just cut over the line, because that gives you one chance then to get it right. I've been doing this so long now, I'll just get used to it. As you will if you keep doing it. Everyone gets used to it. Right. Should give you the base to that. That's spot on, lovely. Routing. Excuse me, I still got that in there. Hold it in. Now you got this doubler here. Just this important piece, so we get that. We're almost there with this now. Just set the time on it. Yeah, I've got about a minute left, 3 minutes. So we have to quickly do this. So, I mean, there's another way of doing this. You could take the, now it's sort of there in situ. You could take that off the plan and do it that way if you wanted to, and use the actual guide. But to be honest with you, that's not really the. I suppose it's not correct, but I would do it if I wasn't showing you. Some sand there. Let's check it goes in, which it does. Now you go there. You've got to take it to the top stringer. Which obviously is going to be straight, so it's a square. Let's put that on there. So you get a nice straight edge. Chop that off. We're almost there with it now. Let's check it. It's not quite right. So we do that. That'll be dead along the top string. You've got to have that. That piece is your doubler there. Okay. There you go. And down the side. Okay, put that in, and there you have it. There you have it, see? Nice one. Okay, so you've got that there, and then you obviously get your pieces of extremely difficult bits. So that'll sit there like that, and you've got it nice. Okay, mark that. think you might have enough time to do one of these. And then pull it off. Saw it at an angle. There we go. Guys, maybe you need it for maths and perfect, but that's the one. Let me just quickly put a dab on there. A bit on there. A bit on there. And boom, ba boom, ba boom. And you have it. It's in there. Nice. Nice and tight. There you go there. So you got that piece. Right. And then you just follow suit. I mean, I'm thinking of running out of time on the video latching, so that's what the problem would be, I suppose. But these, and you just follow suit the same way, all the way down. Make sure it's in there, so it's in there. Right. This might be the last bit. Really get it in time. Right, there we go. Right, put it in. There you go, so that's that in there. So the most important bit is the next video. I will show you what I mean. So that's the little bit. So I don't think they think about these things when they make the plans. So you got that in there. Again, it's in. Right, and check the time on the video. Yeah, that's me. So you obviously follow suit the same way with that and that, and then like again with it, as I did with the other one, I'll like put runs down the middle just to give it a bit of strength, and it also helps it not warp so much, if you know what I mean. So when you're covering. Alright, that's that for now. Okay, now to get the shape, how I do it is because obviously I haven't P-shaped. Piece of blue carbon paper which you can use over and over, and you get it from any decent stationers. Okay, it's a piece of carling, right, and you cut it to the size of what you need, what you're going to trace out. Simply just put that over the plane and then slide it all under the plan so that you've got where you want it. Now once you've got that, usually I would tape this because the pencil cuts into the plan, but for the sake of the video, if we can get the nice camera, and you just simply mark your point there because that's your straight edge, and you just simply draw around, press on it. No, you have to press too hard because the stuff's usually really good. And you follow it round, like so, and you just keep following it around. Just trace, basically you're tracing around the plan. So you've got that there, and then obviously that's your straight edge there, and then there to a point wherever you've got it. You know that that's going to be your straight edge there. Okay, so you got that line there. It should be roughly about there. Okay, now just to make sure you get a ruler, as you know, then you're going to be perfectly perpendicular. That is the word they use. So you do that. It doesn't matter if it's rough. Okay, and you got that there. Now, looking at this, I would say take both lines, because there's obviously, so you know you're true to that edge, and then I would take that line just in case, because you've got something to follow with in case of a D. Okay, there you have it. Right, and then when you've done that, if it all goes to plan, which it probably won't because I'm on video, see how it's come out now, the line. Right, you got your basic line there, and then what you do with this is then, I'll quickly demonstrate if I can find it, and kind of get a nice sharp razor. I preferably wouldn't use scissors normally, because scissors are a bit of a pain. And so you get another piece of card, preferably not over your plan because you're going to cut it, but just for the argument, so we'll start it. You get a nice piece of card, and then you use the blade. The reason you use the blade, it cuts easier over it. Take your time and don't try and dig in too much at first. Just do it lightly, follow it round. Because if we do it lightly first, okay, and just follow it round. Right, same with that, right. Now depending if you've got a straight hand, you could use a ruler, but I've done it for millions of years, so. Okay, you got to there. Right, now you've done it once, now you can go around it again, because it's already tracked with the blade, if you know what I mean, for the first time round. Okay. It will follow itself around now with the blade. What it says. I think the last time I did this was a 150, but I don't want to put it out on the plan. See, it's out now, lovely. Hence why I don't use scissors. And then if you really want to make a decent thing of it, there's your ruler there. Okay. There you go. Just take it. That's it. Right, and then you've got, that's your fin, I believe they call it as well. Now the best thing about that is once you've got that, now if you're like me, I would then get a piece of nice thin 4mm ply or whatever, and then draw around it and cut it out and use it. So that's then going to be permanently there, so you can play with it now. You've got that there, that's it more or less, it's there. Okay, so you've got that. Now what you do is you get your plan. Okay, you've got your template, you stick it up there like this, because you know you've got your straight edge, right? And that's where you have that, yeah. Okay, and then you get your marker pen. Wherever I left that thing. Oh no, I get another one. Oh, a marker pen. Okay, you got it straight, and you just simply go around it with a marker pen. Okay, like so. Okay, and there you have it. Right, and there you have it. You've got it now. And then obviously, you know, it's a bit bumpy where you've cut it, but that doesn't matter because obviously you can sand it to shape, and that's exactly how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. And you do it, obviously follow suit like I did with the rudder. You repeat exactly the same thing, and that's it. Razor plane. This is I don't know if you'll catch all this on here because it's awkward to do it like this, but there you go. So this is what I mean by, okay, and keep your eye on the thing. Way, and then that side. And that's the process I do. It's obviously using the middle bit, the middle line as your guide, and you will get it. You just sand it down to there. Okay, do it rough and turn it round. The same with that side. Okay, and then you will sand it to neater. You know, it's really a piece of sanding block, and then just sand it. Tidy it up so you get a true line. I don't know if you can see it on there because the light's bright, but it's there. And then as the rest of it goes, you obviously lay it flat and sand it gently to get all the earth off, but then you've done the same down there, so you've got a rough idea. And then do this outside and wear a mask. Somebody's doing it for the bend of the video, and you just sand round it just to get a nice curve on it and sand it to shape. And just repeat the process till you're happy with the curve you got on the edge of that. I usually use circulars as well like that because it's easier, makes it nicer and cuts better. Depending on what grit you use in the paper, which is quite hard balsa, so it'll take the rough, you know. There you go, see, like so. And then round it. Mr. Barry Clare will probably be laughing his socks off at this, saying, what the hell is he doing? And I'll say, well, that's it. That's me. Anyway, that's the process of that. And you obviously do the same with the fin and everything else, like the elevators. More or less the same sort of thing. And then you just take your time with it, obviously. Repeat it on that side and get it to the sand to shape is basically what I'm looking at. So that'll be that ready for covering. Yeah? Okay then. Right. Cheerio.
Those magnificent men